Welcome back. President Obama last year appointed several members to a commission to study the potential creation of a National Museum of the American Latino. The commission held its last meeting this weekend right here in New York City. And commission member Cid Wilson joins us. Cid also serves on the board of directors of the Puerto Rican Legal Defense and Education Fund and the National Council of La Raza, as well as Dominicans on Wall Street, correct?
Yes.
Good to see you, Cid. How are you?
Great. Good to be here again.
It's been, what, 9 months since
It's been about 9 months, actually, since I was here.
Yeah.
Well, I was here last time when we first greeted the commission, so it's great to be here as we wrap up all the public forums.
And if I remember correctly, the last 9 months involved you traveling, right? To go across the country to listen to Latinos,
yes,
correct?
All over the country. We've gone coast to coast, Los Angeles, Texas, New Mexico, Florida, Washington.
Wow.
We've been all over the country just getting public feedback on what people want to see in this museum. So it's a great experience.
Give me some of the nutshells of what you heard from different people across the country.
Well, I can tell you that what people want more than anything else is they want a museum on the National Mall. And one of the things that we were asking is, you know, what kind of museum would you like? Where would you like it located? And would you be willing to wait a few more years in exchange for having it on the National Mall? And it's been overwhelmingly in favor of that.
Wow.
And that's what we've seen in every forum, coast to coast.
What is the meaning behind that? What did they tell you that the significance of having it there is absolutely necessary?
You know, I think that the significance is that Latinos want our real estate in the presence of all the other museums that are there in Washington, D.C. You already have a National Museum of the American Indian. The National Museum of African American History and Culture will be open in 2015. And there's a Holocaust Museum right across there, and there's also the other Smithsonian's there. So that's really a museum row.
Yes.
And so everyone says, you know something, Latinos have been here for 500 years. We've had influence here, and we deserve our real estate there. And so that's something that we've gotten from the public. Overwhelmingly.
Equality, you know, with all the others.
Absolutely.
Just as important. The idea behind the possible museum, and I know I'm going backwards here a little bit, but re-educate me, was what?
Well, this bill was actually created in 2008. It was signed by Congress. It was passed by Congress, signed by President George W. Bush.
Right.
And then in 2009, President Barack Obama finished up the appointments along with members of Congress to create 23 members of this commission, a bipartisan commission, a commission that consists of Mexican Americans, Peruvians, Dominicans like myself, Puerto Ricans, Cuban Americans, and so very diverse from around the country to look at how we're going to put this report together. And and Secretary Ken Salazar has been shepherding the commission, and by this September we're going to have a very comprehensive report that we're going to submit to Congress.
Yeah, walk me through the timeline, because now that you've wrapped up all the public hearings in various places around the country, what happens next? All that information that you've gathered, where do you go with it? What do you do with it?
Well, what we've done is that after we finish all these public forums, and of course wrapping it up, the one we had yesterday in New York, we're going to be compiling all this data and then putting together a report. So the commission members are going to be meeting a few more times over the summertime, and then we're going to go to Congress with a report and analysis of what it would take to have a museum, what it's going to cost, where we think we're going to build it, what are some of the alternative options where we're going to build it, what are some of the procurement and the as well as the collections that we're going to include in there, and everything, and also the fundraising side, because this is the largest Latino infrastructure project in U.S. history.
Period.
Without question.
Yeah.
So Congress wants us to make sure that we cross our T's and dot our I's and make sure that we do it right.
I think we've got a website that we can put up and people can go there. And what will they find on the website? More information about the project?
Absolutely. More information on the project, and also where anyone can provide their own feedback. We would welcome everyone to make sure that you go to the website, www.americanlatinomuseum.gov, and make sure that you give your feedback, because we want to hear from all the publics, because, you know, whether you were able to make the forum or not, it would be great for you to give your feedback.
And it's not too late.
It's not too late. Yeah. We encourage everyone to do it, all the way through early July, and then at that point we're going to be taking all the tens of thousands of feedback that we've gotten to try to see what all the common denominators are, and make sure that we put together a report that mirrors what the feedback is from the public.
We got about 30 seconds left. Probably not a fair question to ask you with just 30 seconds, but I will anyway. Biggest contribution Latinos have made to this fine country?
Latinos are very hardworking, and we're very dedicated, and we love America.
Love America.
Absolutely.
All right, stay there. We're going to bring you back. I got a couple more questions to ask you. More about the upcoming, we don't know exactly when, but it's on the way, museum honoring Latinos, the American Latino, when we come back on Tiempo.